Yes, I have been absent for some time. I've got some good news and some bad news. Which one do you want first? Well, I can't hear anything you guys are saying, so I'm going to have to tell you the bad news first. The bad news that I'm going to have to tell you is that the video that you saw a trailer for will not be finished in time just yet. Unfortunately, there appears to be a bit of problem with some footage, and some of it has to be reshot, and it's a real pain in the ass to get everybody back together again. I was like that close. I need like 3 scenes shot again, and then it'll be done. But I'm not rushing it, so you know what, something hopefully that you'll like when it is eventually done, and it will be 2 parts. I'm really sorry for those of you who are interested, and for those of you who aren't, and you just actually happen to stumble across this video and you wonder, what is this moron talking about, and why is his hair so ratsy looking? I will explain now. I've just finished work. I've had no time to do any videos or anything other than that footage I've been editing, and I thought, well, I finished work a little bit earlier. I am soaked. There's no word of a lie. My hair is completely wet, as are my clothes, because it is raining and it hasn't stopped all blasted day long. And it's put me in rather an annoyed mood. But that will probably, you know, come across in how annoyed I am about said toy that I just purchased. So I thought I'd just look from some shops on the way back. And what did I find? I found a Transformer figure which I haven't seen. Well, I didn't know it was affiliated with this new Michael Bay film called Dark of the Moon, or Dark Side of the Moon, or whatever the hell he's calling it. I'm going to call it crap film. Look, we all know, well, we may all not know the Wreckers, and we may all not know Roadbuster, but here is Roadbuster. I've had a look at him before. He's not a bad old chap. His arms, he's an old transformation. My one's missing most of his bits. I keep looking at him like he's trying to say something to me, but no, he's not coming across with a great deal at the moment. So, you know, he's a bit boring, but I quite like him. You know, he's not the typical original G1 style Transformer because he's off another toy line, because, you know, Hasbro bought them all. Look, I'm rambling on here. Thing is, they brought out a new Roadbuster, and he's in the Michael Bay film, as I just said. And I'll show it to you now. It's still in its box, look. I got it at The Entertainer. I don't know if you have those in the States. I'm guessing you don't. You've got much better toy shops, but that's the one where I found it. I was looking online and they said they had some in, so I went and had a look, and, you know, here it is. Now, the Wreckers are great. Wreckers are brilliant. They're real kick-ass Transformers, you know, that were the real heavy hitters of the Transformer Autobots. Now, Michael Bay's obviously looked through some, you know, past stuff of the Transformers, a bit of the history, or somebody's just alerted him to the presence that the Wreckers were kick-asses. Now, he's gone and thought to himself, I'm going to make some money here, more money, and, you know, he wasn't scratching his eye when he said it, and he doesn't sound anything like me. But he's seen that the Wreckers are possibly a good idea to further his cause of ruining the Transformers. So he's taken the Wreckers and he's ruined them, like he ruins everything else. And here we have Roadbuster, and he is a NASCAR. He has turned him into a NASCAR. You mean, my God, this man, does he have no shame? I suppose we better get it out and have a quick look, you know, alright? Now, before we continue to talk about said NASCAR Buster, I've just got to point out 2 things on the box which I found quite interestingly awful, actually. First one is, it's apparently a official NASCAR of some kind, so I'm guessing that the markings on it are a real NASCAR, so they have to pay it homage by, you know, showing you that it is an official NASCAR paint. I suppose you would consider it like if you knocked or copied Kiss's makeup. I think that's all copyrighted, so the NASCAR obviously is copyrighted. That's their cop-out, or just way of explaining that it is a real said marking. And the other thing is even worse than that. The description of the character could be for any Transformer ever made. Do you know what it says? Do you know what it says? Shall I tell you what it says? Yeah, I'll tell you what it says, alright? He's travelled around the galaxy to defeat the Decepticons. I mean, my God, could they not come up with anything better than that? I'm not lying. Look, that's the best oh, for God's sake. Now we'll get to the toy. Now, I've got to get one thing straight as well. I like motorsport, I like cars, and I like motor racing. I don't like NASCAR, though. I know, I'm sorry if I upset anybody who does happen to like that. Yes, it likes NASCAR. I don't like it, and I don't like the cars that much. So, as a result, I am not particularly keen on this vehicle. As it looks as toys go, it's a pretty crappy one. Look, the detail on the front is somewhat atrocious. I mean, it is horrible. Look, can you see that? I don't know if you can. The front wheel's bent up at an angle, like that. Now, stop me if I'm wrong, but I don't think that's a typical NASCAR thing. Oh, no, I've straightened it. No, it's gone back the wrong way. No, it doesn't seem to sit you anyway. The detail here is horrible. They painted it over white, but you can see the green underneath. So, look, you can see the green all around it, man. You know, put some effort into it in the back. Look how plain. It's bland as hell. Okay, so that's the car. I don't like it very much. So, you know, let's take a look at the robot mode. You know, give it a good chance. And here he is. I really don't know where to begin with him. I really don't like him. Now let me explain why. For a start off, take the head. He has a baseball cap on, for what I can tell. Let me just get this close. And a pair of sunglasses. I mean, my goodness me. Has he got a beer can attached to his hand? Because that apparently is what goes in. No, he doesn't have a beer can attached to his hand. Oh, what a disappointment. Maybe he has one of those hats where it has straws that come out so he can drink beer from his head. Marvellous. Bloody marvellous. His feet and body have zero detail, and I mean zero. Look at the blandness of that grey plastic. It is just grey plastic. Look at the chest here, look. They've gone to no effort. There is no paint. It's just a bit of grey and some green bits. It's horrible. They haven't even tried. I mean, look, the wheels. I'm not 100% certain, but, you know, I don't think NASCAR's wheels are usually the same colour as the tyre, although I could be wrong. They might be black alloys on black tyre. So look, if I'm wrong on that, I stand corrected. But my goodness me, they have spared absolutely no money on building this piece of crap. They spent all the detail on the logos of the NASCAR, and they thought, ah, shit, we haven't put any paint on the toy. You know what? Let's not bother. So they haven't. He's horrible. I can't stand him. I don't know where they're trying to go with this. This is one of the wreckers. This is this Roadbuster. What are they thinking? He hasn't got any orange on him. Where's the orange? Now, I know what you lot are going to say. Two things, probably. Number one, if you hate it that much, why'd you buy it? And I will say the same thing that I always say. I collect these pieces of crap, good or bad. You know, that's what collectors do. And I collect the good ones and the bad ones. And he just happens to be a bad one, unfortunately. I suppose I should have known it because it's to do with Michael Bay. But you know what? I had to give it the benefit of the doubt. It has the name of Wreckers, you know, so I went across with it. And, you know, I was wrong. It is waste of money. I mean, I'm failing to describe how much I dislike this toy at this present moment in time. And the other thing, why are you always not G1's better? It wouldn't matter if it was better. You'd still say that G1 was better even if it wasn't. Well, no, I wouldn't. I'd be completely honest with you, alright? This isn't a great toy, okay? It's not a brilliant toy. It's alright. You've got to bear in mind when it was made, though, a long time ago. But even that, it's not great. But this has got no excuse, alright? This has been specifically designed from the film, by the film. This guy was knocked off from another toy line, right? Give him a break. He's not. He's a Bayformer. So, you know, may I give you a suggestion of mine to avoid this toy? Because it is crap toy. Okay, so there you go. I had to get that off my chest. Now I can go and have a wash and clean my hair because it is ratsy. I must apologise for the appalling editing of this video. It will probably be put up a bit later on if I put it up at all. I'm going to have a quick look over it and then hopefully post it up. No doubt people will moan at me about saying this, and I'll have a lot of people wanting to come and kill me because I didn't like the new toy that came out. Sorry about that. And I am really sorry about the video. It will be done this year. You know that footage you're looking at? Some of that was shot like 6-7 months ago. That's how long it's taken. But there's a lot of it to go. I'm boring you now. I'm really sorry. But, you know, I'll get there in the end. I'm thinking of doing another top 10 as well. You know, like my top 10 best Transformers and top 10 worst. And I'm thinking about, well, I'll keep that to myself. Keep your eyes peeled, alright? Alright, that's me, Starscream, moaning like I usually do. And I'm off to have a bath now. So take care, guys, and see you all out there.